Hi, everybody. I hope you guys can see and hear me okay. I'm super excited to be on this live broadcast with you all. So, good evening. Happy Wednesday. It is Wednesday, January the 24th, and I'm excited about what I'm going to share with you. So, just to give everybody a minute or two to jump on, and then I also would like to share my screen with you. Hi, thank you. I hate that. Thanks, Bethany. I've had a couple of people tell me that they like that shirt today, so I appreciate it. So, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to share my screen with you, and hopefully you will be able to see it. So, if along the way you can just kind of give me some feedback in the chat bar that you can see it all right, that would be really awesome. So, give me 1 second, and I'll get it set up here. All right, we should be sharing my screen right now. Let's see, application window. All right, you guys tell me if you can see this okay. All right, if you can see it okay and it looks like full screen, then we are good to go. So this should be up, you should see. Do you want to join our tribe right now? Can you guys see that okay? All right. Okay. So good evening, everybody. Make sure that, okay, and make sure my slides move. If they don't move, let me know. That would be really helpful. Okay, perfect. So guys, it is again Monday or Wednesday, January 24th, and I appreciate that you guys are here tonight on the call, and that you are a part of this. Actually, I have a better idea. Why don't we do it this way? I think that this is actually going to work 1,000 times better. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to screen share this way, entire screen, and then it should actually be zoomed in pretty nicely from this point. Okay. All right. So here's the scoop. I put out there I've sent out this link to quite a few people. I have invited a lot of my customers that are currently in my challenge groups. I've reached out to individuals who have ever expressed information about wanting to know more about what I do or we do as lifestyle coaches, or maybe somebody on my team and in my organization has shared this link with you tonight. So you are here because you have found my page, my Instagram, my Facebook, my website, and you are really curious about what it means to be a part of our tribe or what it means to be a lifestyle coach. And so, I'm going to give you sort of the full scale, the full gamut of exactly what it means to be a coach. And I am so excited about it. And I really want to start out by sharing my story. So this is pretty vulnerable for me to kind of say like, hey, this is the pre-Beachbody Melanie right here on the left-hand side. This is my before photo. So before we dive into what I do, I really want to set the stage for you. Like, I want you to know that I am a mom. Before I found this company, I was struggling, like really struggling. In 2011, in January of 2011, I had my second little boy. His name is Bryce. I had a 2-year-old Landon, and I really was struggling. So I made the decision. My husband and I had always talked. And from the time that we met, I'd always talked about this fact that I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. Like, I really wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, wanted to stay home with our boys. And so when I had Landon, we decided for me to go part-time. So I left the full-time job that I had. I was the director of early intervention for a birth to 3 developmental therapy program in Butler County, where I live. And then I went part-time and I started doing some wraparound therapy, which is working with kids on the autism spectrum or with behavioral disorders. And I was able to do that sort of part-time and create a pretty decent income doing that. So I became a behavior specialist consultant when I got pregnant with Bryce. We sort of were making this game plan that I was going to leave altogether and not go back. And so when that happened in 2011, here I was, a stay-at-home mom with 2 little boys in the dead of winter, about 30 pounds of pregnancy weight that I couldn't get off. And actually, in this before photo, I am still wearing maternity jeans, and this little guy was over a year old. So I wore Spanx every single day underneath of my clothes. I hated getting dressed. I probably changed my outfits 20 times. I never wanted to be in pictures. I just was like, ugh, I felt absolutely disgusting. And I was not a person that really struggled with their weight prior to. So, I've always kind of been naturally lean and I have long legs and skinny arms. Like I just was never that person that had to worry about it. So all of a sudden I have 2 children and I now have this body that I don't really identify with, right? It's sort of this foreign object to me. And so my journey sort of started with a social media post. How many of you have ever gone to Pinterest or you've gone to Facebook and you've typed in, weight loss or weight loss transformation or support or accountability or motivation, right? So here I was using social media to try to find a way to lose weight. And I made a status about losing weight and eating celery. And that was sort of what I call divine intervention. All right. So at that point in time, I put that status out there, and my husband, one of his high school friends, actually the woman he married was a coach, and she and I were friends on social media. She reached out to me and she said, "Hey, I saw your Facebook post about wanting to lose weight. Would you be interested in joining my accountability group?" Now, how many of you have ever been invited by somebody to do an accountability group? And you're like, what? What is this? What is an accountability group? And so what do? We're normal. We're human. We don't respond back to the email or message right away. We like go creep on the person. So I did what any normal person would do. I went and I creeped on Nikki's page and I was like, who is she? And her banner at the top of her Facebook page was her weight loss transformation. And it was also a picture of her 2 children, which her 2 children were about the same age as my 2 children. I'm like, oh, okay. And so as I scroll, I start seeing recipes and motivation and tips and accountability. And I see other people getting results. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like she looks like me. I can identify to her body. I can identify to the ages of her children. And so I messaged her back and I said, sign me up. Tell me what I need to do. All right. So do you see right there what just happened? And I don't want to get too much into the coaching side of it, but do you see how powerful social media can be? This concept of marketing and networking with other people and just sharing your story. Like Nikki was sharing what was working for her. And because she sent me an invite, because she saw that I was kind of struggling and she reached out to me, now I am a part of her organization. And I started as a challenger. So when I joined, I didn't sign up as a coach. I didn't even know what coaching was. I didn't even know there was a business opportunity that was attached to Team Beachbody. I came in as a customer. I chose to do Insanity and I borrowed it from a neighbor down the street. And I did not drink Shakeology, which is our nutrient-dense superfood shake when I first started because I didn't know what it was and she didn't require me to drink it. And I didn't even follow the nutrition plan. All right. I was like the worst challenger ever. So what did I do? I printed out the calendar. I found it on Google, printed it out. And every afternoon I would put Landon and Bryce down for a nap. I would take my baby monitor down to the storage room of our basement and I would press play and I would just put the DVD into my computer, my old Dell computer, and I would press play. Now, for those of you that know Shaun T and you've heard of Insanity before, Insanity really does the name justice. Like it legit is insanity. And every day I would die on the floor of the storage room with this little tiny carpet square. I would sweat my tush off. And I would swear and yell and scream at that TV. And then I ripped out this picture out of an Oxygen magazine because I would buy all of those magazines. And in that magazine, do you guys know who Jamie Eason is? She's a fit pro and she's got a great body. And in that photo that I ripped out had a caption. And that caption said, you want to change more than you want to stay the same. And she had her hand on her hip and she was pointing, in the picture. And I thought, that's what I want. I ripped that sucker out, stuck it up on the wall. And every day I would do that Insanity fitness program. And I would look at that and I would say, you want to change more than you want to stay the same. You want to do this. Like you want to change. And I would sweat to death. And I would show up. And I would then go and I would check into the accountability group that we had on Facebook, this awesome community of other women that were on their health and fitness journey too. And my coach was in there and they were putting motivational quotes. They were talking about how to meal plan and prep. And I'm like, what? what is meal planning, right? What is prepping your food? I didn't even know what clean eating was. I had to Google what clean eating was. But all of a sudden, as being a stay-at-home mom of two small children, you get sick of watching Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. You get sick of talking child talk for 8 hours every single day. All of a sudden, I had these virtual friends in this community that had similar goals to me, were in similar life situations than I was. And so I started to make friends with other people. I just was naturally drawn to going in there, being motivated, staying accountable, pushing myself, and doing the workouts. And I loved it, like absolutely loved it. After 30 days of doing Insanity, I only lost 2 pounds. 2. Now, most people would say if you only lose 2 pounds in 30 days, your program is not working and you really need to change your program. And instead of quitting and saying Beachbody doesn't work, their programs suck, and Shaun T is, a scam artist, I said to my coach, hey, I am not getting the results. I don't know what's up, but I'm really frustrated. And she said, Mel, are you following the nutrition plan? And I was like, well, no. And she goes, I want to introduce you to a concept called clean eating. She goes, I want you to go get this book. It's called The Eat Clean Diet. And the author is Tosca Reno. And she goes, and I want you to read that book and I want you to follow those principles. Like, I'll help you with a meal plan. So I bought the book. I remember getting it. And on the drive to a family vacation, little family weekend getaway, I read the whole book on the way there. I read the science behind the importance of nutrition, fueling your body for energy, and, feeding yourself quality, nutrient dense food. And it was like light bulb went on. I thought to myself, oh my gosh, I have been doing it all wrong. I thought that I could cardio myself to death and lose the weight. I thought I could out exercise a bad diet. I thought healthy eating was drinking a Diet Pepsi instead of a regular Pepsi. I thought whole grain bread was better than white bread, and whole grain pasta was better than white pastas. While it is, but it's not nutrient dense. I didn't understand portion control. And so I was eating too many of certain foods and I was not getting results. The minute I changed my diet was the minute I started to lose weight. Fell in love with the concept of teaching people how to eat healthier, educating people on nutrition and labels, and just from my own personal experience. And I started to lose weight. Like, the weight just began to come off. And 30 pounds later, Insanity finished, P90X finished, like all of the old programs 6.5 years ago that came out, I did them all. I was on fire. I felt the best that I'd ever felt in my entire life. And I was naturally sharing it with other people. So I lost 30 pounds and my coach started to say, hey, Melanie, like, did you ever think about coaching? And I remember her sending me a little video about coaching. And I never watched it. I sort of ignored it. I'm sure that many of you have been invited at one point or another and you ignored it. And so anyways, I ignored it. Then she followed up with me again and said, hey, Melanie, I really think you'd be good at this. Like, you're already referring people to me. You're already sharing what your results are. Like, you would be a great coach. You could get paid. You could earn the commissions from the people that you are sending my way. So I watched the video again. And then I turned to my husband and I said, I really think I could do this. Like, I think I could build this coaching business and I really would love it. Like, I would love to help even just one person feel the way that I felt. And so, of course, he shot me down. He told me no. He said what most people probably say. That is a ripoff. That is a scam. People are just going to take your money. That business model doesn't work. If you want a job, you can go get a real job, right? I'm sure that some of you on the other end, I bet your spouse is probably even sitting beside you and watching this with you, and they're chuckling right now, or you're rolling your eyes at them, right? That was my husband. Like, he was the most skeptical businessman out there. He was practical. He's like, we don't have money for this. You're not going to make any money. So the whole time I'm kind of playing this back in my mind and I'm going, but I see the vision. I see that I can help women like myself, with nutrition. I see that the programs work. I know I can do this. Like, I could run these challenge groups and I could run them even better. And so what I did was, as stubborn as I am and bullheaded as I am, I saved up my money and I signed up to become a coach in July of 2011. I paid the sign up fee. I enrolled as a coach, and I didn't even tell my husband for an entire week that I had signed up. So now this brings you to about July of 2011. Just give you a little bit of background. I've got an undergrad in psychology, I have a master's in special education. People, I didn't have a Facebook, I didn't have an Instagram, I didn't have a website or a YouTube. I didn't know how to do any of that stuff. I was a stay-at-home mom with a Dell laptop computer and a flip phone with no Wi-Fi. Like every card was stacked against me, all right? Limited social media. But here's the thing. Here's what I did have. And before I kind of share the accolade part of it, I just want you to know that I did have a vision. And I saw the opportunity, and I did not see dollar signs, but I saw an opportunity to pay it forward, to say, man, I'm really passionate about nutrition. I'm really passionate about fitness. And now I'm also very passionate about teaching people how to build a business. And I saw this vision for how I could do it, how I could pay it forward. And I started to create content. I started to put myself out there and share via Instagram and Facebook, just unapologetically. And I did it because I truly believed in what I was doing. And every day I would post, not saying I want to sell you, but like, how do I inspire you? How do I inspire you to say, I'm going to try a new recipe today, or I'm going to, pack my food instead of going through the drive-through, or I'm going to push play on a workout today. And so I really looked at the start of my business as a way to inspire people to live a healthy and fulfilling life. Once I got into the business and I understood, okay, there's these ranks and there's these income goals. And oh my gosh, look at these people who are making an income and leaving their full-time jobs and retiring their husbands and all this wild and crazy stuff that I never knew existed, right? Paying off their debt and credit cards. And all I could think about was, oh my gosh, we have $30,000 in student loan debt that we are going to pay until the day that Landon goes to college. If I could even pay off my debt, how awesome would that be? And so I started to allow myself to dream a little bigger, but I also allowed myself to start working a little bit harder. And in the course of, 1 full year from the day that I signed up, I went to our annual coach summit. I was a 1-star diamond coach. Then at the end of that year, I became an elite coach. So my first full 12 months in the business, I was the top 0.01% of Team Beachbody. In the second full year that I was a coach, I became the number 2 coach in the entire network. I went from number 2 to being the 4-time top coach of the entire organization. And I am a part of the Millions Club, the Superstar Diamond 3. I know that means nothing to you. I'm part of an advisory board. And honestly, I've gotten the CEO award for Team Beachbody. And really, when you strip all that away, sure, I've accomplished a lot because of my dedication, consistency, and very, very hard work. But I'm a mom. I am a mom. I am a wife. I am mom first. I love my job as a parent, but I love to work. And I really enjoy having a career. And while being a stay-at-home mom was extremely fulfilling, a part of my life, I also sort of craved something more. And so maybe you are sitting here and you're like, I'm not a stay-at-home mom, but I do crave something more. I'm not fulfilled in my job, or I'm not fulfilled in what I'm spending my time in. And you see yourself in a position where you feel like I could probably make an influence if I did this kind of a business. And the cool part is all of this was accomplished while being a mom, actually working from home. Yes, I hired a babysitter as I got my business up and running. And I had dedicated business hours, but I drove that bus. I scheduled that time. It was entirely up to me when and where and how much effort I wanted to put in. And my efforts are a direct result of the income, right? So my income is a direct result of the results and the time and the efforts and the growth through over the past 6.5 years. But I tell you all of this to know, like, I started exactly where most of you are right now, with nothing, with the ground level. All right. So now let me just tell you a little bit about the company, because maybe you are like me and maybe you follow me on social media, or you have stumbled upon an ad of mine, or maybe you're a coach, or you are a part of, my challenge groups. And if I think back to Melanie Mitro 6.5 years ago, I was like, what the heck is network marketing? And I feel like now we're a lot more desensitized to it, because you hear of other companies like Roden and Fields and, doTERRA and, other, companies out there that do network marketing. And it's not a scary thing anymore. But to me, it kind of like, I didn't know what it was. And I sort of had some negative connotations that were coming at me. So let me just give you a backstory of what Team Beachbody is all about. So John Congdon and Carl Deichler actually began the company Beachbody in 1998. They were an infomercial business. How many of you have ever seen PIO or 21 Day Fix or P90X on an infomercial late at night, right? I know you guys have seen that before. So that's where they started. They were creating these at-home fitness programs for people to buy and complete at home. They come with a nutrition guide and a program manual and a schedule of workouts and your DVDs. And so they started to see through this message board that they created called the $1 Million Body. Isn't that the best name in the world? So they saw through this website, this $1 Million Body, that they had this live chat and people were chatting. And in this live chat, they noticed that people were helping one another. So customers were helping other customers. And so they started to entertain the idea of creating a network marketing company. And basically, network marketing means that it's peer-to-peer support. So I, as a customer, am helping you as a customer go through a program like 21 Day Fix. And I am saying, well, I've done 21 Day Fix. This is how you navigate the containers. This is how you navigate Shakeology. This is how you do meal planning, right? Just like my coach did to me when I started up. So now you have this peer-to-peer support. But I'm getting compensated for it. As the coach, when you buy the product through my website, I am getting a commission, right? So now our job as coaches is to help people achieve a healthy and fulfilling life. So Beachbody as a network started in 2007. They added another component called Beachbody Live, which allows you to be certified as a trainer in P90X and Insanity, Core to Force, Turbo Fire, Country Heat, tons of different programs, Insanity. So all the different programs you can teach live classes. And our network has gone from just a few coaches, the founding coaches, to over 350,000 coaches in the United States, Canada, and the United Kingdom. All right. We've created programs that are not just for insane fitness addicts, but beginners, PIO, 21 Day Fix, Focus T25, Turbo Fire is a cardio kickboxing class. Max 30 is high intensity cardio interval, HIIT, Core to Force, kickboxing again. More like an MMA, martial arts. We now have Hammer and Chisel, which is strength training and cardio put together. We have 80-Day Obsession, which just launched here in January. Tons of programs, maternity, pre and postnatal workouts, yoga retreat, but there is literally something for everybody in our catalog. And we also have a streaming platform as well called Beachbody On Demand. And it literally is $6,000 or more, I'm sure now, worth of fitness and nutrition. Cooking show, every nutrition guide, program manual, a ton of recipes, troubleshooting, everything you need to be successful in your weight loss journey. Also, we have things like Shakeology, which is our superfood, nutrient-dense meal shake. It can be a healthy snack. It can replace a meal. It can be whatever you want it to be, but it is literally everything your body is not getting, even from clean foods that you're eating. It's my immune booster. It is my energy booster. It is my one meal I don't have to think about. And I know that it's like giving my body what it needs to fight off all of the sickness that's out there right now, but it also has made my skin amazingly clear, my digestion regular, my hair and my nails grow long, and I've actually been drinking it every single day for 6.5 years. We also have the performance line, which are really incredibly high quality post-workout supplements and overnight supplements, a hydrate, which could be taken during your workouts. We have those. We also have Daily Sunshine, which is for children or adults that don't get in their fruits and vegetables. So we just have a ton of great products and programs that are geared towards not a quick fix, not just weight loss, but helping you to create a lifestyle change to maintain your results for the rest of your life. All right. Okay. So let's talk about my team. I always talk about you want to join my tribe or what is my team? And maybe you follow some other coaches out there and you are like, okay, what is this? What is this all about? What is this team? So our team is the 4-time top team in Team Beachbody. Basically, what that means is no, I didn't just sell a lot of stuff. That's not what it means. Being a top coach means that we are a team of people who are producing an income. We are a team of individuals who are reaching their goals. We are a team that collectively, when you have a point system that they measure us on, we are the top team. We have the most up and coming emerging leaders. We have great sales. We have great follow through. We have, just really good systems, and we are an awesome group of men and mostly women who have a vision for really teaching people how to eat healthy, how to live a better lifestyle, how to not yo-yo diet, how to change your mindset, but also how to build a pretty awesome business too. So that's us. Like, we're a group of great, down-to-earth, normal people who are building our businesses. Some of us working full-time, some of us working part-time, some of us are really busy with raising young children. Some of us have children that are off to college and are already married. We are of early 20s to late 50s, right? So we're kind of all over the board. But the one thing that really just sort of resonates with me about what our team is all about is that we're just servant leaders, and we really do look for an opportunity to maximize just other people's potentials, and we see the best in everybody. And I do believe we have not only the best systems in the company, but we have the biggest hearts too. So I'm very proud of our team, and I'm proud of what they have accomplished. And it's not really Melanie Mitro top coach. It's really the dream team is the 4-time top team in all of Team Beachbody. So that's just, if you are looking at credibility wise, we've been around the block for a little bit and we've got some wisdom and knowledge, and we are a little bit seasoned. And I feel like that gives us a little bit of an edge too. So let me just kind of jump into what does a coach actually do? Like, what is our role? How do we help people get results? So I took some screenshots. This one over here on the right is my back to school group that I ran in the fall. This is me. I went in, I made them a little live video, and I talked about meal plan and prep, and I gave them some resources to go and read and share. And this is something that as a customer, you get to participate in. As a coach, you get to participate in. You get to be accountable to your own health and fitness goals as a customer in my challenge groups, but then you also get to invite people to join in as well. So what's my job? To inspire, to motivate, to lead by example, to be a real person. I don't need to be fake and airbrushed and perfect and, have a six-pack. I have to have the desire to help people reach their health and fitness goals. I support people. I use the Beachbody fitness programs that they've given us through our online catalog. I ask a series of questions, which I will train all of my team and new coaches to do that as well. But we ask a series of questions. We help connect people to the right fitness program that we feel is going to help them meet their needs. You'll learn about them all through the training. And then we put each of our customers into our upcoming accountability and support groups. We talk about how to set goals, what's realistic, when are you going to work out, what are you going to eat, how to plan, prep, kind of get your game plan together. And then daily we check in. We share our ups and downs and highs and lows. We celebrate, we cry, we laugh, we shake it off. We have a great time. We do some weekly calls where I walk people through the meal planning and troubleshooting, and we help other people to get results. That's our job. We get compensated by helping people get started in their fitness journey. You can do it through one of two places. You can run accountability groups, which I teach in our Coach Training University through a Facebook group, or we have what's called the Team Beachbody Challenge Tracker app, which if you are not a Facebook person or do not want to be on Facebook very much, you can certainly use the Challenge Tracker app. You can check in with your customers. You can schedule posts. You can make them little videos. You can see when your customers have logged in last. You can see everything from when their last meal was to when their last workout was and anything else in between. So our job as a Beachbody coach is to help other people achieve a healthy and fulfilling life. All right. And lastly, you don't need to be an expert. You don't need to be a nutritionist. You don't need to be a teacher. You don't have to have any kind of nutritional background, but you've got to be willing to try the products and go through a program and understand what meal planning and nutrition is all about and be willing to be coachable and teach other people how to do it too. So here's a little sneak peek. The best part about what we get to do, guys, is seeing other people's results. Like, it's awesome. The hands down, most fulfilling thing in the world when you become a coach is when somebody says to you, thank you so much for helping me. You changed my life. Or I needed that post today. I wasn't going to work out, but because you showed up, I did, and I really appreciate it. Or when somebody says, I lost 5 pounds. Thank you so much. Like, I really appreciate it. That, my friends, best feeling in the world. Best feeling in the world. So here's just a few examples. You can see me with my computer and my meal plan, and I'm talking a little bit about helping people create their meal plans. At the bottom here, I showed the portion controlled containers that come with almost every single fitness program that we now have that really give you great tools to teach people, hey, you can eat green beans, but it's got to fit into the green container. Or you can eat fruit and you get 3 fruit containers a day, but it's got to fit in that container. Holy heck, we are teaching people proper portion control. This is a skill. Once they learn it, they don't need the containers forever. They know what a proper portion size is looking like. So we're teaching people lifestyle versus quick fix. All right, so this is a big one. I always get this question. I don't want to share. I don't want to sell to my family and friends. Amen? How many of you are like, I don't want to sell. I don't want to sell to my family and friends. So here's how you look at this. Your classroom is your social media. Your classroom is your Facebook newsfeed. It is your Instagram stories, your daily snippets of how do you get your workout in? What are you eating? How do you stay motivated, right? What are your favorite workout shoes? What are your favorite snack recipes? Your goal as a coach is to go to your social media and inspire people every single day to be the best versions of themselves that they can be. And you start out by sharing things that I just mentioned above, the recipes, the tips, the tricks, things that are working for you. Our goal is to show people that the products work and then simply invite them to join us. So all I do is I post my daily accountability every day through Instagram and my Instagram stories. Then I will put out a post that says, hey, you've been watching me work out. Would you like more information about my upcoming accountability and support group? I do a little Instagram poll, yes or absolutely yes. And then I go from that poll option and I send direct messages to each person that said yes. And I say to them, hey, thanks so much for participating in my poll. I saw that you were interested in my accountability group. You know, can I have your email address? I'll send you some more information. Now I'm going to go, I'm going to send them an email, let them know what my group is all about, give them the requirements in order to join. And I've built this relationship, this back and forth with the person about what their goals are, what they struggle with. I'm going to match them up with a Beachbody fitness program that meets their needs, and they're going to become a part of my accountability group. It's simple. The steps to coaching are simple. Invite, network with other people, because that's what we are, network marketing. So you got to talk to people. You got to talk to a lot of people. You have to be willing to invite. And when somebody doesn't respond back to you, you got to follow up. You got to say, hey, Sally, I sent you that message the other day about my accountability group. Are you still interested? I know life gets busy. Let me know either way, right? Follow up. And then once I get people into that accountability group, now I can support them and make them my wonderful raving fans so that they will either refer customers to me or eventually join my team as well. Our business, it's just a relationship building business. Like, it really is. You know, all we do is make friends, support other people, and we get paid for it. Obviously, it's more purposeful than that. I don't want to downplay the hard work, but it really is about being purposeful in your relationships. So how do you earn? Everybody always wants to know, how do you actually get an income from becoming a Beachbody coach? So number one, the first way is sales. So when somebody buys a challenge pack from you, you get what's called a challenge pack bonus. It can be anywhere from $40 to $100+ depending on the package option that the person buys. All right. Every time a customer or coach signs up, you get a commission. You get that challenge pack bonus. The second way is through retail. Every product, everything that we have on our shop tab, you get compensated for. You do not keep inventory at your house. You need none of that. Everything is directly shipped from the website to their front door. You earn a 25% commission on everything purchased through your website. Shakeology, Daily Sunshine, Portion Fix, Beachbody On Demand, 3-day refresh, Ultimate Reset. All of that is rolled out to you in a commission type of format. So if you say to yourself, I just want to sell and get my Shakeology paid for 3 people, that's what you need. 3 people that are going to invest in their health, and you will get your challenge pack, your initial sign up fee paid for. All right. The next way is this idea of building a team. I find that for me as a new person, I didn't understand what it meant to build a team. But basically what it means is you don't just sign people up to sign them up to call them a warm body, but you are really looking for people out there that say, I really want to help other people too. And I really want to make this my business. And even if it's just a hobby and I do it sort of part-time while I work my full-time career, I'm going to set a goal to help 3 people every single month get started in a challenge group that we can co-run together. Now you've got working coaches on your team. As you begin to build a team of individuals that are duplicating what you're doing, now you begin to earn what's called matching bonus. Once you advance and rank to a diamond coach, you start earning a team cycle bonus off of your coaches' cycles. You earn through star diamond bonus as well, from 2-star all the way up to our maximum rank of 15-star. So there are a lot of levers that you can leverage as a new coach, setting goals for yourself, like earning rewards trips. We're going to Riviera Maya in April. Next year, the rewards trip is a cruise, which if you sign up now, and even in the next couple of months, you can get your name on that list. Like, there's not only financial rewards, but events and trips. And I remember for me, that first Success Club trip was like the coolest thing ever. The fact that we could go on an all expense paid family vacation to Disney was like mind blowing and so incredibly awesome. So lots of opportunities for you as a coach to come in. And you know what? Here's the best part about earning as a coach. Number one, Beachbody is absolutely 100% committed to enhancing our products and services every single quarter. There's going to be There's going to be a snack bar that is coming out in the spring. We have a new program called 2B Mindset that really takes you away from emotional eating. It's a separate platform. We'll have a new product launch in July, brand new program, probably another one in the fall. So we are a company that says, I see a need and I'm going to go out there and I'm going to fill that need. And so we're not a dying company. We haven't reached our peak and we're not on the way out. We are a company that's like leaning into the fact that we have a serious issue with obesity. We have a serious issue with yo-yo dieting, fad diets. And we as a company are going to stand our ground and say our mission is to teach people how to live a healthy and a fulfilling life put together. And that, my friends, is never going to go out of fashion, right? It'll never go out of style. It is not a fad. Eating healthy will always be a part of what we do. All right, off my soapbox. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about what we're going to offer you as a coach. So, of course, this call is only for people that are not currently coaches. If you are already a coach, right, and you are not a part of my organization, you'll go to your coach, your upline, your sponsor. They will plug you into their systems, their trainings, and get you started right. If you're watching this call and you're like, I'm not a coach, I want to be a coach, or you just signed up as a part of my team, right? You get to be a part of our awesome Coach Training University. We have this 30-day, honestly, it's incredible. I love it. Self-paced training. Every single day you get a new assignment. It allows you to track your progress. We do a weekly conference call, every single Monday. It's always recorded, but we are going to give you all of the tools that we feel are the stepping stones, the foundations to building a successful business with Team Beachbody. Everything from launching your business, using Instagram, using your stories, inviting, following up, growing your contact list. We're going to help you with that. You also have access to our training website that we have. As a coach, we offer one-on-ones and private mentorings. We also do group training sessions. You get access to every resource, every document, every script that we've ever created, every guide at your disposal, right? So everything that over the past 6.5 years our organization has created is available to you. We do weekly trainings. We have a featured coaches of the week that go into our coaching team page and do trainings on various topics like growing your following, engagement, social media like Instagram and Facebook, and how to advance and rank and how to be a better leader, follow-ups, invites, all of that stuff you get every single week from coaches in our organization. And then I think the best part of the whole thing is you're not getting people that have an ego. You're not getting a leader that is going to tell you one thing and then do another. You get a team that says, I am going to train you. I am going to show up. And if you match my effort and intensity, we're going to run with this. You know that you've got a community that's going to support you if you're willing and open to the opportunity. So you may or may not find that in other teams, but we're systematic. We are organized. We do exactly as we say we're going to do. We show up for you, and we feel very committed to our mission and our purpose. All right. So now I'm going to go through the cost, but I do want to kind of talk to you a little bit about life without regret. And that's something I'm going to do after we talk about this. So if you're sort of waiting for that point, I'm actually getting to that next. So a lot of people always say, what's my investment? So if you think about opening a brick and mortar business, if you would say, you know what, I want to open a gym. I need to go find the building. I need to sign a lease. I need to pay for the build out. I need to get the equipment. I need to pay for the advertising. I've got to hire the employees. You're like $40,000 or $50,000, if not more, in debt before you ever open the doors to your actual business. And again, no guarantee of success. Now, with Team Beachbody, you get essentially the keys to your very own Team Beachbody business, right? Imagine that brick and mortar Team Beachbody business, and you pay no advertising. You pay no build out cost. As long as you've got Wi-Fi, a laptop, a smartphone, you can do this business, right? You have essentially no sign up cost other than the cost of the challenge pack, which every single person that signs up has to be on Shakeology, because you've got to be able to speak about it from experience. And you definitely should be either doing a Beachbody fitness program, or you should subscribe to Beachbody On Demand, which is our member library of every single fitness program that Beachbody has ever released. It averages $160. It is not that expensive. $40,000, $160. I have to go to an office every day and hire employees. I get to work at home. Like, I really think when you kind of weigh it out, it's like, holy cow, I can work in my pajamas. I can work in my yoga pants. I can go to the coffee shop while I'm on vacation. I can, post about my journey. Really, you've got this ability to say, I have the option to make this whatever I want it to be for $160, right? So when you sign up that way, your $40 coach sign-up fee is waived. There's no annual fee. There's no cancellation fee. You have a $16.95 monthly membership fee that you pay every single month, no matter what. That's just your fee. And you get a 25% discount on everything that you, as the coach, purchase through the Team Beachbody website. All right. If you're military, anybody that's active duty, or if you yourself are a veteran, if you're military and you're active duty, you and your spouse get all of your business service fees waived. If you are the veteran, you can get your fees waived as well. So think about it. What kind of coach do you want to be? Do you want to be a discount coach where you're like, I don't really want to do anything with the business. I just want to save 25% on my products that I'm going to purchase as a Team Beachbody coach. Or maybe you say to yourself, I'm interested. Like, I'm really interested and I'm committed. I'm going to devote, an hour a day or 2 hours a day, and I'm going to be a hobby coach. Maybe you are a stay-at-home mom, or you volunteer, or you do have a full-time career, but you just love everything about the mission and the company. And you're like, this is a great side hustle for me. And maybe it'll earn me some extra income. My goal is to pay off this credit card debt, or take our family on a weekend vacation, or, get rid of these student loans, or stockpile my savings account so that I can retire early or make a career change, right? So that's a hobby coach. And then a business starter is somebody that's really all in. Like, you say to yourself, I am not holding back. I am not fearful. I'm not living a life without regret. I'm building my life of freedom, and I'm willing to do whatever you take. And Melanie, if you tell me, I will follow your lead. Like, I'm going to do it. And I'm not going to have any fears or doubts. I'm all in. That's a business starter. So now you're kind of to the point where you have to ask yourself, like, what do I want? Do I feel like I have the drive and determination, the confidence to be able to successfully launch my online business? Do I feel confident that I will figure it out, and that if I lean into the training that our team has provided, that you can absolutely be successful? And I know the answer. I know the answer is yes, but you just have to know that for certain for yourself too. All right. So now let's talk about how to not live a life without regret. So I know this is sort of the perfect segue, because, right, I know you're sitting here. I'm going to kind of stop the share right now because I want to look at I can't see your faces, but I want to look at the computer screen is what I really want to do. All right. So I know that many of you are sitting here, and you're sitting here thinking right now, like, this sounds like a really good opportunity, right? And maybe you're thinking to yourself, I really could see myself nailing this business. That's what I want you to say to yourself. Like, I want you to say to yourself, I see it. I see the opportunity. I see what it can do for my life. I know without a shadow of a doubt, I can make it happen. But a lot of times what we do to ourselves is we tend to second guess, and we tend to sit back, and we tend to say, well, what if? Or I don't know if I'll ever be as successful as so-and-so, or I can't post the way that person is posting, and I can't do what that person is doing. And I want to kind of stop you dead in your tracks and say to yourself, holy cow, you are already positioning yourself in a place of failure by having that negative self-talk start to creep in. So I would rather you say to yourself, I don't want to live a life with regret. Like, at the end of my day, at whenever my time is up, I want to look back, and I want to look at my dreams over here, and I want to look at my memories over here. And I want you to see that your memories take up significant more space than your dreams, because dreams really are they're just thoughts that you have. But it's when you take your dreams and you take action on your dreams that they become a reality, and they create the memories so that you can look back and say, I am so glad I wasn't afraid to commit to this business. I am so glad that I invited every day. I'm so glad that I went 100% all in, and I just said to myself, I'm going to nail this business. I'm going to do it, and I'm not going to look back, and I'm not going to worry about what anybody else thinks or anybody else does, because I believe in it. That, at the end of the day, you can say to yourself, I have no regret. I pushed myself. I worked hard. I made the sacrifices I need to make. I created a life for myself that I think a lot of people think is impossible. And I did it. And now I'm looking back, and we've gone to Success Club trips, and we've taken family vacations. We've taken our kids to Disney, and we're going to Turks and Caicos, and we've paid off our student debt, and we bought our home, and we paid off that mortgage, and we don't have car payments. And I think, holy cow, if I didn't say yes, where would I be today? How much regret would I be living with? And then the next part of that is this. You've got to position yourself in a way for opportunities to be presented. If I inspired you tonight and you're like, I'm ready to sign up, and then you get into it and you start to let the fear sort of creep in. Oh gosh, what did I get myself into? Oh my gosh, this is a lot of work. I don't know anything about this. That's going to happen. That's a natural reaction to change. I mean, every time I go through a new fitness program, I'm like, oh God, what did I get myself into? This is going to be really hard. And then it's like gut check. Melanie, position yourself. Put yourself in a position for opportunity to bless you. If you say yes to this business, I don't want you to hold back. I don't want you to sit back and say, I became a coach today. Show me the people. I tell them, like, come on, sign up. I became a coach. Everybody should join me. That's not positioning yourself in a position to win. You've got to say to yourself, I need to show up. I got to do the social media posts. I got to send the invites. I got to be honest, authentic, and real, product to the product, all of those things. When I do those things, now I'm positioning myself in a situation where opportunity can bless me. Simple as that. The next thing is, it's not about achieving the big accolades. When am I going to be making more money? When am I going to rank advance? When am I going to make it big? How much time do you think it takes? It's about showing up for the small tasks. The things that are like kind of not glamorous, like the invites that you have to send out and the follow-ups and the things that you do behind the scenes that are what actually builds your momentum. As an individual that's building a business, I know that the small tasks that I learned and that I still am learning, they lay the solid foundation. I can't be more successful without the small tasks that are sort of trivial, the sort of the day-to-day thing. So if somebody is sitting there going, I'm flashing you money, I'm telling you it's going to be easy, they're feeding you a line of BS. No, it's not easy. Building a business is not ever going to be 100% easy. But will it be worth it? Will it give you purpose? Will it give you fulfillment? I think only you can answer that. But are you going to regret it if you don't try it, right? All right. The other thing too is two more things. Are you waiting for a guarantee? Like, are you sitting here saying, I will sign up if you guarantee me that I'm going to make $100 in my first week as a coach? And I can't tell you that, right? I can't tell you that. What I'm going to say to you is, can you guarantee me that you're going to show up and you're going to do the activities and you're going to reflect and you're going to evaluate and you're going to fail forward? Like, you give me the guarantee. You tell me that you're all in, and then I'll match that effort and I'll match that intensity, right? So, you've got to say to yourself, I can't be waiting for the guarantee. I got to show up. I got to put myself in a position where the opportunity can be presented and I got to learn from it. That's the guarantee. The guarantee is that you're 100% going to be there. And you know what? When it comes to living a life without regret, you have to take a leap of faith before you're ever willing to, or not even that. Like, you got to take a leap of faith before you're ready, before you really feel like you got your eggs in the right basket, before you've got all the answers. You got to throw yourself into it. You have to fail your way forward. You learn from every mistake. You don't look at a mistake as a mistake. You look at a mistake and you go, what did I learn from that? How will I use that so that next time I go to present an opportunity or share my business or, invite somebody to join my team, that I'm going to say, okay, they said no, not right now. That doesn't mean no, not ever. What did I learn from that? On to the next. So when you begin to have that, like, okay, keep going, you'll find the right people, give it all you got, put your fears over here, keep your vision and your passion right in front of you, hands at 10 and 2, you can do this business. You can. Anybody can do it. It is not hard. It's just that not everybody chooses to actually take the right action steps in order to make it happen. All right, so as I want to wrap this up tonight, guys, here's what you need to do next. We are kicking off a brand new coach training, brand new, on Monday, February 5th. We're kicking off, we're doing a new coach kickoff call on Wednesday, the 31st. We're calling it our new coach surge. So between now and the 31st, you need to get signed up. I know for me, I am only accepting a very small number of new coaches to my team for that February training because I want to make sure that I'm giving people my one-on-one attention and they're being set up for success. So reach out to the person that invited you here, or if it was me and I sent you the link or you found me, send me an email or send me a direct message and tell me you are ready to get signed up. I will walk you through the sign-up process. And our next Coach University starts February 5th. And we'll be guiding you through this process and mentoring you on how to successfully launch your business, how to get started right, how to invite, how to share, not sell, how to use social media, and how to have a rocking Team Beachbody business that truly meets your goals for your life. So with that being said, if you have any questions at all, now is definitely the time to ask. And I know with YouTube, it sort of is hard to ask questions if you see the live chat because you are doing this from your computer. You should be able to see the live chat if you're on the phone too. So this is a great place for you now to say, like, these are the questions I have about the business, and these are the maybe the reservations that I have. But look, if you don't have those reservations and you are ready to go, there's nothing more for me to say, but like, take the leap of faith and go all in and get the personal development books that I recommend. Buy The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. A really great book that I am reading right now is Get Over Your Damn Self by Rami Newstat, I think is how you pronounce it. Awesome book for anybody that wants to be an entrepreneur. Like, really great book, right? Start setting yourself up for success. Start creating your vision. Start thinking about why you want to be a coach. What do you want to achieve with this business? How you want to get your message out there, and who are the people that are going to be receiving it? What's going to be your target audience? All right. So I hope to welcome you guys all as new coaches to our team. Can't wait to chat with you all. Thank you so much, so very much for tuning in for this live broadcast. And I hope you have a great night, and I will see you all later. Thank you, everybody. See you soon.